the plays towards A, some of the retakes. It just wasn't normal Counter-Strike. Sick to watch, though.
Oh, super exciting game. It just, like you said, there was all these crazy things happening. It came down to individual brilliance. We saw a bit of that on Mirage as well, but on Inferno, it really popped off in those very tight, close situations. VSM in the pit with playing the headshot angle. He almost gets the kill, but then he doesn't, and they just get it to secure 14, and then the next, there was so much going on, man. There was so much going on.
It was wacky, it was wild, and that's exactly what I imagine we're going to get out of this one. Overpass is on the card. 00Nation will be the CTs. 9Z starting it off on the T side. And it seems like they want to come alive early. DGT working his way up towards short. He's got backup, but look at the map control from the CTs. They've already pushed into playground.
And the flashes are in to try to get David into the site, but he just gets immediately executed by the USP of Leo. Does eventually go down as DGT trades it back, but the flank here from Coldzera on short finds one. Needs to find some more. They do have the site control. They're planting for heaven. Max kills the one on the flank, and the bomb actually goes down. That's CSN who finds it, and Coldzera's there back and forth Counter-Strike. They know Max was outside a monster. Now, 1 versus 2. They've both repositioned. They're both in the pit. They face him together. Should make it very difficult. Try doesn't have the armor, but he does have the bullets. He has the gun, and he finds the headshot onto Max.
Nice round. Looked a little bit dicey at points. Almost seemed like they were going to get the bomb down. And then from Lucan's position, who knows what could have happened. But 00Nation, super proactive pistol round the CT side. You gather as much map control as quickly as possible. Then you can wrap in. Got that retake ready to go on to B. The second you know they've hard committed to it. And they do pull off a pistol round.
They start off the third map. How they ended the second with a round victory. 9Z not looking to force into this one. Just the Glocks, the one P250 of course for DGT. They're just scaling up long, and 00Nation, they don't really care. They're all the way back in the site. They're like, yeah, go ahead, have it. See if you can actually get into the site on us though. See the flash passed over. Could make a difference. Ooh, he did just get timing there, so this actually might end up being a problem.
Try.
No.
Peeks out. Hits the spray. Does get double dinks though. But he still somehow got the flick off on towards the player by toilets. And it's a little bit messy. But overall, everyone's still alive and kicking, and that's all you can really ask for. CT side round like this, as long as you get through it cleanly, make a bit of money, the economy can build, you're going to be happy. With DGT, his mission's completely different. Just get in there, hit some shots on a P250, and make some bank. You can always bank on Coldzera to close that one down. So, second round goes the way of 00Nation, and it's flawless.
It is, yeah. All 5 players left alive. They do still have the 2 MP9s, the 2 FOMI, and of course the M4 on try. Not going to have to reinvest a whole lot, so this is the bonus round for the CTs. AK's come out for the side of 9Z. No Galil's gone for, so small utility sacrifices pretty much for every single player. See some without flashes, some without the HE or the Molotov. That's just how it is when you go for the second round save. This is going to be the aggressive play. 2 players inside of the connector. They've boosted 1 player up onto the shelves, as Malbs is playing the close angle with the MP9. Just trying to catch any sort of off angle he can find. Mollies are in. There's out the bottom. He swings in front of it and rocks. The tracking's not there. The trade is, as Lucan gets it back. But for Malbs, the 1-for-1 in that situation, how it started to how it ended, I mean, he'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Just used the sheer speed. Ran in like a very fast hedgehog. And now, it's a 4v4. Damage done to Lucan as well, of course, so he's on 47 HP, but apparently DGT is who we should highlight on, as he's hit the headshot onto VSM. And now you've got the edge again. 9Z, they want this first round on their T-half now. But there is a flank that could potentially be a bit of a panic. He's waiting by the door, listening out for the audio cue, but the smoke will keep him shrouded for now, so no line of sight to clear towards short. Whoa! As soon as he does peek, that's a bullet to the head. He's been scalped, and David will deck onto Leo to just Coldzera with a Famous coming in the back line.
I don't think they're going to give him much of anything. He doesn't have the kit, so there's really no chance for a ninja. There's no chance for anything super fun. Just going to hold this angle. One player is low, finds it. He actually gets the second as well, and he finds 3. If he can recover one of those guns, that could be massive. Not only does he get away with his gun, but even if he gets this last kill, Jack, I mean, that's taking 4 guns out of the hands of the T's, and he does get it. If he had a kit, I mean, he might have been able to actually go win that round if he had a kit.
That's despicable. You're thinking, all right, you know, hands off, nothing needs to happen. Just frags out, makes himself famous with the FAMAS, makes the gun look usable.
And he's completely ruined their money also. Because they win the round, so they don't get that extra loss bonus. All 5 players are dead. They have to rebuy. We're going to see lots of Galils, Mac 10s in this round, Jack. He's completely killed their money. Look at that.
With 00Nation, they're going to have cash in the bank, of course. So they will be able to live it large going into this one. You've got the AWP on try.
Yeah, that was a bonus round for them.
Yep.
And they get all 5 guns. Yeah, they lose it, but now if they win this one, 9Z's money bonus has been reset. They're only on the 1 round bonus now, so if they win this one, 9Z is completely broke, and 00Nation can run away with the CT side lead. Off is there, free kill onto Rocks, and that's that lack of utility coming into play. They only had 1 flash, so Lucan didn't want to use it to flash them into water, and the reason why they only had 1 flash is because of all the kills they got the round before.
Cold Zero. He's going to be living in their heads rent-free. That's probably for the best, because it's not like they've got the money to pay it. Try. He wants to pay dividends with the AWP. Does peek out. Takes his cheeky face. Knows they've got a man advantage as well, so won't overcommit to it. Just a quick spot and then backs off.
And they're going to go for the retake B setup. The 1 player inside of the pit, you can see him, that's Leo. He's going to be holding the bridge cross. Relying on his teammate VSM and CT Spawn to hold for that scale on the left side of the pillar. He's actually jump spotting, so he's trying to just bait this out that they're playing full retake. He's going to leave Leo inside of the pit alone. The man advantage, it's a bold call. Nade's going to come in, that should do quite a bit of damage. Only actually not as much as I thought. Leo drops that smoke to help himself out, and this is going to be the B play coming in. VSM forced to push forward off the back of the Molotov. Bomb is going to be planted, and at this point for 9Z, that's honestly great, just to get the bomb down.
Problem is, they might be going down. They're getting bombed out of the site. Max does trade for 1, and Lucan, he fights fire with fire on the Galil, hits the headshot onto Malv. CGT forced to reposition and spotted. Cold Zero with a clean up onto Lucan, and that's the bomb being defused. 00Nation, they finally get that 3rd round they wanted.
Yep, and they get it. And that bomb plant for 9Z is massive, because now if they take the save on this one, they have a really good buy into the next. And that makes a big difference. That extra $800 is actually huge for them, because otherwise they would have been looking at that $4,400 to $4,500 buy into the next round. Instead now, they'll have the money to buy the AWP if they want. They'll have the money to buy the AKs and the full nades. So just don't buy too much into this one. They're buying too much into this one.
9Z. Their T-side economy management at times, they do love to force in.
Yeah.
They like the investments.
It's not going to be terrible next round. They are still going to have a buy round, but if they don't get the bomb plant here, again, they're going to have a few players sacrificing utility.
And you need it. Map like Overpass, you've got to have the bells and whistles. David, though, he just wants to go in. Wolf whistling his way around a bomb site with a Tech 9. Hits the first, back up from the other. And that's now a 3 versus 3. You can secure the bomb plant from this, ideally.
Yep.
And the Raps coming in, taking their time with it. Didn't want to overcommit. Bomb will be planted. Big HE. David, just with a single hit point. Lucky to be alive. But he might not be for very long. Flash over the top from Try, fires off the warning shot. Here comes the other retake as the push will go in. David, he wants to swing on this. He's trying to play around the smoke, knows where they are. If he peeks into water, could get the free frag, but there's a fast reaction from Malbs, and it's all on DGT with a Deagle. Oh, hits the first on the hand cannon, but the second, not going to work. Staggers them, but doesn't slay them.
And good economic damage. They do recover both kits. Good economic damage, though. They are going to have to drop guns out, and that bomb plant does save them. You see now they have the 47, the 5K that they needed. That extra $800 making a very big difference. But still, 00Nation comes out on top, so it is the 4-1 lead here on the CT side of Overpass. And if David had just a little bit more HP, he might have been able to get that multi-frag out there as well, but it was just the quick flick from Malbs. He didn't even have to hit him in the head. He didn't really have to do anything. It was just the first bullet touched him even in just like a graze of the kneecap, and he falls over, collapsed, dead now.
Just all gone.
Yeah.
It's all gone wrong. Let's see what's going to be going right here then for 9Z. Oh, Mal, he wants no fun in the playground. But David, he's come to the park with his ball. Malbs has tried to kick it. He said, that's mine. He's taken it. He's gone home.
Yep, he's just absolutely denied anyone else from having fun at the playground. He's claimed it. It is his. Try has claimed the connector with the AWP. coldzera swinging through the fire and the flames. Gets the kill onto Rocks. coldzera saying, hey, I'm actually the rocker here.
Yeah, yet to be bested as well.
He is 11-0, isn't he? Look
Yep.
at the freak.
He's just giving it, man. The famous round hyped him up. 9 HP to his name. Try with the extension out there. An opportunity to hit another shot and completely cripple the round for 9Z, but with him falling over, now we're in a 3 versus 3 where coldzera, he's only got that limited amount of health to play with. They are going to be somewhat backing off as well. The CTs, a little bit scared about what could occur here. They know there's time for the wrap round towards A. And they just leave Leo on the site.
It's a big call from 9Z to slow down there as well, because all 3 of them were spotted. And because of it, 00Nation did have all 3 CTs inside of the B site. So if they go too quickly, they run into the stack. By slowing down, you give 00Nation the time to have to worry about that A flank, have to worry about the A play. And because of it, Leo's now left alone. Flash is going to come in, not going to get him though, and he wants to go aggressive. He's pushing forward. He finds the first. Can he find the second? He can't. Spray doesn't connect. DGT flicks over, gets the trade. 2 versus 2 now. They don't have a smoke. They do have the kits. As both teams, they're sticking together. They're repositioning through Monster. One stays, one flanks around through the water.
VSM drops into the water. The flashes go over the top, so David goes back towards the site. Plays posted on the pole. VSM looking for the frag. Dives onto the barrel, and he will be broken. All up to coldzera now with just 9 HP. Has to win the 1v2. Time ticking away as he pushes further forward. DGT ready for the response, and 9Z get a round out of it.
And they get around off the back of so much economic damage previously, meaning that 00Nation not going to have the money to buy. 9Z. They pick up their second good call in the 3 versus 3. And crucially, 3 players lined up inside of that short tunnel and try threading the needle between all of them, not able to connect the shot onto any. That's what ends up costing them the round. Not only giving up the man advantage, but also not being able to get anything back for it.
So we'll get a pause. It's a good time to use it for 00Nation. Call it now. Figure out what you want to do with the limited funds that you've got available. And keep the game in check. For 9Z as well, we've seen how tempo affects their play so much, right? Some rounds they'll go incredibly slow. Some rounds, when they want to be reactive, they'll just charge in and sprint towards the site. That pause, sometimes you can second guess yourself. You don't go for a play you might have, so could always help out.
Yep, absolutely. So we see they have gone for the force. coldzera, 11-1 at this point. Can't afford to get that hero M4 out. Malbs has opted for the FAMAS. And he's going aggressive and long, and he has a teammate here to help him. They're both along the wall. VSM finds it. coldzera with one back from the tree. And that is the bomb drop towards long, and it's in the advanced position too, so the T's can't recover it. They don't need to use their nades. First flash comes in. They're waiting, they're looking. coldzera still at the tree. Molotov's gonna force him backwards. He swings out wide as the response. Flashes are good, they do blind him temporarily. Can he connect the shot? He can. Needs to get the next one, but Lucan with the AK just doesn't have the bullets in the M4 for Cold. So Lucan eventually puts him down. It's 1 versus 2 now. The trade's going the way of the T's in a round that could have been really dangerous for 9Z.
The only way this can still be a round for 00Nation is if 9Z feel the fury of the 5-7 from Leo. He waits in toilets. Might actually see a bit of back here. Tries to take the tap. It will be a single tag, but from such a distance, he doesn't really have the advantage. But when you push into him, you give him what he wants. He's going to be hungering for the next kill now. And Lucan might have the bomb on his back. He knows where the last player is, but doesn't want to go for the gamble. Instead, he plays slow. Leaves Leo to make the mistake.
And the mind games are so strong right now. You can see Lucan, he thinks that Leo's going to rotate over to B. Leo is still here in the bathrooms, and this timing is going to be everything. Is he going to find it? He gets the dink down to 2 HP, but Lucan wins out in the end. Oh, Leo flicks over. He got the headshot. He put him down to 2. The mind games were so strong. Both players sticking around. You can see they're typing to each other right now. And man, what a round. Here when they separated, I was like, what are you doing? You're giving him the 2 1v1s. And if Leo clutched that one out, Jack, 9Z, that just heartbreaking, heartbreaking.
Everything would have gone down. It would have destroyed you. The 5-7 on a close angle, you don't push into that. It's going to maul you.
You don't do that. You don't do that. What's the one fight? He's shooting you in the bathrooms with a 5-7. You're like, what's the one fight he wants? What if I walk around the corner inside of the bathrooms right now? That's exactly the one fight he was looking for.
They gave it to him. They nearly gave him the round as well. Just 2 HP being the difference between this being a 5-2 or a 4-3 game. Little contact towards Monster as well. DGT, he's been left here as a lurker. And he will get a slight read. It is the big gamble on the B site attack. But 9Z are scouting it out. They've taken the range advantage. They've cleared up long. They know they'll win out on the firefights with the AKs. And they're taking their time.
It's a cool call from 9Z as well, because last round 00Nation played 3 towards long, right? So 9Z just makes the assumption like, all right, they're probably not going to stack long again, so we can just go there with no nades, run all the way up, and then just execute on the site for free. Again, it's the mind games coming into play. It's like, it's just one of those ones, and that's why sometimes you see teams as well, like, sure, they don't expect us to stack long for a 3rd round in a row.
Yeah.
You know?
And that's the thing as well, you know, the longer this series has been going on, the more you get in the reads on each other of how you're playing in this series alone. So it lets you make the adjustment. But this is interesting. Look at these boys, David. You got the 5-man push together.
Oh, wouldn't it be funny if they did the 5-man stack right now and like kill a guy with a USB?
What, just the counter boost?
Yeah. One of the CTs ever killed a guy coming out heaven with a USB from T-spawn.
I do like this. I mean, they've got for at least the half track. I guess the half track.
Yeah, that would be like one of those like CSGO trivia videos a couple years in the future. What was the game when on the CT side of Overpass, a team did the 5-man stack in T-spawn and killed a T exiting heaven? That would have been one of those trivia questions.
Yeah, like a game of Trivial Pursuit.
Yeah, or on one of those HLTV, you know, question things that they do. What's the game called?
I can't remember.
No, it doesn't.
No, yeah. Prophet, no.
And Prof is here.
They live it, isn't he?
Yeah, Prof's listening to this right
Jackie
now. Just like,
and
you
Davey.
guys.
Can't believe they've done
You
this.
don't even care about my shows.
Sorry, Prof.
I'm not. Screw you, bro.
Oh, Max won't be sorry about this. He hits the headshot onto Mulbs. And that puts them in a 4v4. Try going to flash over the top. Try and hold them back.
It is the 4v4, so the T's, they have quite a bit of map control. You can see Max pushed up inside of the long bathrooms. They haven't cleared out the front side of the bathrooms yet, but that is what they're angling towards. So you can see they're all starting to group up now. Nades are being exchanged. Nades are being passed around. Counter smoke towards the divider. Might just slow down this execute just that little bit. He did kind of get in front of it, but it's only inside of the bathroom side, so they don't know if there's the player in sand or playing inside of the divider smoke at all. As Try is here with the M4. He's the only one. The nades are coming in and they're pushing forward. Try, alone in the back of the site. He needs to find this kill towards long does, and now he's just going to fall back. They're going to play retake on A.
There's the Molotov, there's the flash. Rocks will go pushing up, a try from the back of Bank. Is able to hit onto one of them. So only 2 Ts left alive now with 18 seconds on the clock. Once the Molotov fades, he's got to get the plant in. We'll bring him down to 64 HP. VSM peeking from the stairs. If they overextend, it could go awfully for them. And Coldzera, he's got the angle as well. They're trying to force him out with a flash. But he will just stick to his guns. Flank in the back line as well. That'll be Leo that's slowly starting to make his move over. Lucan waits for the noise, peeks off the back of it, clean 2 headshots. They should now realize the last player over towards toilets is going to be Leo. He fires off but can't quite connect it, does clean up on one, and the flick, he's fast, he's aggressive, he's ready to turn this round into a fast, but no, 9Z do get a 5th.
They do get the 5th. He just didn't have the kit. He had to go for the aggressive play onto Lucan, had to go for the kills, needed to somehow cross over to the CT side and recover one of those kits if he wanted any chance of winning the round. So a good idea from 00Nation. They try to play the retake. But again, like you said, it was just Lucan waiting at the truck. They don't expect it. The bomb's planted front side. They expect somebody to be playing the retake from the bathrooms instead. It's the unorthodox long and truck crossfire. Ends up being their undoing. As 9Z pick up their 5th. The score now going 5-4. Mal's taking a ton of molly damage. DGT's heard it. They have the information. And it is Mal's going to end up going down to rocks.
It's an opening pick against the Pistols. And this is 9Z. Starting to now get into their comfort zone on the T side of Overpass. Because that's the big point about this as well. This might be a 5-4, but T side Overpass,
Yep.
it can be a fickle mistress. There's games where you get like 2 rounds and you're just sat there thinking, all right, you know, not too bad.
True. But in this series so far, we've seen both of these teams seem to prefer the T sides.
Yeah.
On all of these maps. So you just never know. 00Nation might do the same thing back to them. As they have the A site, the mollies to clear out truck. They jump up off the back of the flash. He was spotted though in cold. Oh, you really want to go for that again? You sure? Sam comes in, he thinks better of it. Leo going through the smoke. Gets one onto Max. He's sad, he's disappointed, he doesn't like that. And Lucan has just completely lost his mind. Goes running through the bank smoke. Passes the AK over to Try. He says thank you very much, and he's going to run away.
Spam down from David, brings Cold down to 1 HP. He'll finally finish him off and Try. All he can attempt to do now is hold on to that Fire Serpent. Keep it in his back pocket for the next round. And now the scoreline goes 6-4. 9Z actually picking up all the pieces here. You know, these have been a good string of rounds back to back, so it is getting worrying.
And this AK being able to be passed over to Cold is going to be huge too, because he only had 4,800, so he wouldn't have been able to get the full buyout. So they pass the AK over to Malbs actually. Malbs passes the M4 to Cold, and Try buys his op. So thank you. They say, thank you very much, Lucan. You can have the round. We'll take the gun. And now they need to try to answer back. Because like you were saying, I mean, T-side of Overpass, they already have 6 rounds. This is a great half. And we don't know if the previous maps are anything to go on, because Overpass is a very, very different beast to Mirage or Inferno when it comes to T-sides.
Oh, yeah. Completely changes. It does leave you in quite a scary spot. So Leo, aggressive towards Monster this time. The smoke's going to fade, and it seems like he's trying to make a bit of a play off the back of this. They are grouped up outside. Or watching short. PGT ready for the push. No one walking their way through the smoke, though. So there's the re-smoke. Minute and 10 on the clock. All 5 alive for either side.
And it's only the 1 T over towards the A-bomb site. That is Rocks up here in the party. He's just holding for any rotations, just making sure they can't fast flank down through connector as the monster pop comes in. It's very slow, right? They're throwing their nades, they're just sort of popping in. Rocks actually loses his life to Malbs, and that's a huge kill to pick up. As now they have to worry about the flanks, they're pushing in. Leo gets first contact from inside of the site. Counter nade's not there. DGT gets the kill onto Leo. Swings by himself, Max with the second. Now it's onto VSM, and can he spray down the third? He can't, but Try is there, and Try succeeds. Where VSM failed. So now it is Lucan, 1 versus 2. He has the op, 22 seconds, re-smoke into the middle of the site. And this is going to be a very difficult one for him. Uses the nades, tries to push forward, switches out to the AK, swings towards Heaven, and Try has already repositioned. Gets the kill from the site, turns, runs all the way around to Heaven. As 00Nation pick up their 5th.
Looking a little bit more worried now. 9Z. Really, really tight round as well. VSM with a double spray. changed the course of that one, and VSM finally shuts it down. Cold, happy about the result there, and you would be. You know this keeps you in the event for now. All comes down to this final map. Lucan, slightly different towards middle. Flash out, there was no molly. It was a clean peek on the orb, but no connection from Try.
So when the flash does its job, it just pushes him off of middle, denies the information, so now you can see he has to go back towards the A site. They don't have the info towards mid. For all they know, 1 person crossed, 0 people crossed, 5 players crossed, they just don't know. Means they have to keep 2 players over towards A. As you can see, the re-aggression from Long's coming out, and that's exactly when the B hit comes in. Rock's flashing himself through the smoke. Leo and Cold answer back, and it is still Leo here alive. He's at the barrels. They haven't pushed him off. They don't have the nades for it. They can't get rid of him. He's throwing counter utility. Coldzera is finding one more. Leo with the second of the round, and the B hold is there, 2 apiece. As it is just Max 1 versus 4. He's got to run away. He's got to get out. The bomb is down in the site, and he has no way to get in.
Barred in from entry. They are going to peek onto him as well. Try wanted to go for the face with the orb. After taking that much damage though, you call it quits there. You get through the round with 4 alive. Max will be able to save this gun. It's going to be a very long save. I mean, 40 seconds. So he does actually come back around. He knows that if he can force weapons out of them on the hunt, it would be more cost efficient for him.
He's just chilling.
Pulls out the little chair, little
Yep.
table. All right then, guys. Today, I'm on Overpass. I'll be having a nice breakfast. Instead of rate my takeaway, it's rate my save here. Backs off towards Club Bunny. Do a bit of partying and get through the round with the weapon.
We don't get to hear the music on the broadcasts, huh?
Well, the MVP music.
No, well, I mean, yeah, the MVP music,
Oh,
but
the
also
Club Bunny
yeah,
music.
the club music, yeah.
Yeah, it always sounds like, I think it is actually a song from Portal.
Oh, yeah, probably is.
I'm pretty sure it is a song from Portal 2 that plays there.
Wouldn't it just be ridiculous if Valve, they can't play it because Valve would DMCA? It's a Valve
I wonder
event.
if that is a server setting as well, or if you just have to get really close to the door to hear it.
No, you can hear it from that. Well, you mean you do have to be close, but you can, like, you don't have to be right up against it to hear it. You can just be nearby.
They've nerfed Club Bunny.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Timing almost worked for him there. The hero AK from Max going aggressive. Of course, that was the saved gun. The team around him, Lucan doesn't have the armor, David doesn't either, but Rox and DGT do. If that AK drops, you hope that one of them are able to grab it. Pop flash, and he spots the player deep, but didn't spot the player close, and David is choosing not to react. Flash comes in, Malp sees it coming, he looks away, gets the kill. You can see the T's now, they're reacting, they're pushing forward up through the sand, and it's actually Try. He's going down, and that was the sole player on side of the A site. It's just Malp towards Long now, he's full blind, Rox gets the trade back, Jack in this A site. It's open unless Coldzera can stop it.
He puts his foot down on the first, but he's still got to do so much more. Mauls the second as Lucan will fall over, but DGT hits him straight in the face with a gap. And it goes back into a 2-on-2. VSM, he has been naughty in these rounds. Peeks out onto the bomber, tags him, but he's not dead. Still alive for 13 HP. It's up to Leo instead. He'll come round towards the stairs, pulls out the M4. Time ticking away.
The smoke.
He does have the kit. He's going to drop the smoke as well. Flash towards Long, jumps across. The flashbang will go off. They're spamming on him. He's defusing the bomb, but his back leg's sticking out, and DGT will spot him.
Threw that smoke just a little bit too far. In that situation, you actually want to try to drop that smoke more in front of the site, almost towards the top of the stairs, because it makes it so much wider. As much of those boxes as you can block off as possible is what you want to do. Just gives them a little bit less of a reference point to where the bomb is. That smoke just went a little bit too deep, a little bit too close to Long. And so as soon as they saw, yeah, the leg was just sticking out. That smoke had landed. Could have been a completely different story. He had so much time. They would have had to keep spamming the smoke, and he had 15, 20 seconds to play with still at that point. Instead, 9Z comes out on top, and now they come out on top at the beginning of this round as well, starting off round 14 with the opening pick. VSM trying to go aggressive into the short water. Instead, DGT gets the kill.
It's already been a massive half from them on the T side. But starting it off with an opening pick against VSM, a player that is always so reliable in those late rounds, will help them out. They haven't committed to a play yet. You can see the bombs backing off as well, and there is a rotation. CT's all grouped up towards B. The nades keeping them there.
And they've completely rotated over. They've left the one player here inside of the water. That is DGT. He's tucked away in the corner. Up on top is now the full rotations in. 3 players over towards long there for the T's. One man slowly making his way up divider. I believe that is Rocks. And so they are just going to creep into the A site. It is the stack over here at B. DGT has the information. The op is still here posted. What's going to happen here? You see coldzera, he wanted to rotate back over, instead decides to commit to the stack. Because of it, it is going to be the A site open. DGT gets it. They're just going to try to recover that op, though. They're going to collapse on him. Counter molly's good. Flash comes in. They're pushing through it. He finds the first, can't get the second. Malbs quickly connects on the headshot. And so that is going to be op recovered. But now it's a matter of holding on to these. You can see, look at that flank through T-spawn. He's already looking for it. Rocks wants him. Malbs is waiting for it, but the T's, they're collapsing. Last round of the half, they don't need the money. David finds Cold. And now Malbs 1v4. He's stuck here outside of Monster trying to hold on to this gun with the telescope on it.
Not going to go well for him. Sat by the washing machine, but he's about to be rinsed. And that will be the connection from Rocks. Back of the head. Malb gets popped. 8 rounds for 9Z. They want to live up to their namesake and make this a 9-6 half.
And a 9-6 half on the T side of Overpass. That is pretty great as we take a look over at the stream A stats. Imperial up 9-4. That must be map 3 now. And that was map 3 of Inferno as well. So I'm gonna check which side they're on. Because that is a pretty significant difference if it's a 9-4 T side.
Oh yeah. Talking of huge T sides, 9Z have been doing a good job here. The Fammer's not going to work well. You dive round the corner, straight into the awaiting arms of Max and David. A double kill comes in. And now 00Nation with only 3 players left, just one of them stationed at B. It's up to coldzera to be able to punish on the 5-7. They suspect the angle, good crosshair placement, but the 5-7 sings, and it's a good old jig for them. They're bouncing back through the smoke as well, suspicious about the push on short. How on earth is he making this work? And it's all down to David. He's going to get burnt. Malbs with a deagle. 8-7 is what we get at the half.
8-7 half, and coldzera, again, the in-game leader, coming up massive. He has been immense on this CT side. 19-7 is his scoreline. And that makes it just that little bit better for them, just that little bit nicer as they go into the T side of Overpass. Now the question is, and it's a big question, is did 9Z just have an amazing T side to get that 8-7? Now they're going to go onto the CT and run away with it. Or is this map going to be a lot of what we've seen in the previous 2, where both of these teams like their T sides more than their CT sides? That is the big question that we're about to find out, because generally, for Overpass, you would say 9Z just had a great T side. That was, that was superb, right? That was awesome for them to go up 8-7 on the T side of Overpass. But in the previous maps, we saw how good each of these teams were on the T sides compared to the CT.
Which isn't normally the case anymore. So it is interesting. It's a big talking point. And they're the only ones that can prove that it wasn't a fluke. And maintain the pace on this CT pistol. One of these 2 teams will be knocked out of the event here and will not be going to the major. But if you want to go to the major, scan that QR code, get your tickets locked in, as you might be running out of time. Time running down here as well, as we will be getting back into the game. Second half pistol about to go live. 00Nation, what have you got in store for us?
What are they going to do on this T-side pistol? 2 nade sets have been purchased. An extra flash dropped over to coldzera. 2 extra flashes dropped over, so he has 2 flashes of smoke and a molly. It's always cool to see on a pistol round. Obviously that's never been possible before, so unique to say the least. They are setting up for the B hit. This is the heaven smoke from Try. Cold, gonna have those flashes ready. He's lining up another one himself. I think that's the mid-sight smoke, but I'm not entirely sure. They throw them both. Flash is going to come in now. The swing from Rocks. Counter flashes are there as well, but instead it's Leo finding the opening. Now David needs to be immense. He finds the first headshot, tries to fall back, realizes he can't, but it's too late. VSM gets the second. And that is the B site taken. They're stuck behind the smoke on short, and that was the smoke that coldzera had thrown. Hands on top of short, denying any retake from water. The trades go the way of the T's yet again. Lucan does answer back, but it's not going to be enough. It hasn't been enough yet. Max trying to make himself enough. That's 2v2 and the post plan from heaven. No kips.
Spots him on the cross. He's got the read. He knows that he can peek out now on the contact, but he might not even need to. Malbus is going to do the fancy footwork for them with a double kill. And that's the way it goes. 8-8, game tied up.
And that's one of those strats we're just going to see in, you know, ESCA main and ESCA advanced for the next month.
Yeah.
It's like smoke heaven, smoke short, pop flash out monster, rush CT, and play the post plan from heaven. We're going to see that in all of the lower divisions of amateur CS for months and months and months, because that strat is a good strat and they executed it to perfection.
Clean connections on the shots as well. And 9Z, you're going to be on the back foot for a little bit. Ooh, hello. They're all going for the cheeky play. They're going to group up, basically just go for the little tank here. Everyone in water having a pool party.
9Z forming square. Trying to defend against the incoming charge from 00Nation. As they have 5 Galils out on the map. coldzera's creeping out. He's looking for anything, and I mean, he's going to be in for a rude awakening when he crosses this corner towards pit. He's crept all the way out towards jail. He said they've just formed this little cube inside of the water.
If we become a box, maybe they'll just think we're part of the map.
Little prop hunt.
Mm-hmm. You see a can, you're spamming there, shooting at it, suddenly the box runs away. Let's see if the play will work. No, instead it's just going to be VSM spotting them all. Oh, no.
Oh, you don't get to see that every day.
No.
Like a VSM,
He's buckled. Hey.
That is just funny. And the funny thing is no one on his team realizes how funny it was, right? Because he just runs up. They're all just blind, crouched in the corner of pit, just stuck together. Look at this. They're all blind. They're all just shooting because they're getting shot, so they're just shooting forward. Yeah, look at him. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's genuinely got me. Like, that's buckled me a little bit.
No, that's good, man. That's a fun round. But of course, 9Z want to start laughing. They need to win rounds, and that's why the guns have been brought out in a spot like this. Round 80, 9-8 is the split. There's an AUG on Max. Oh, hello. Big frags found from Rocks. He's got to back off as well, though. His back's going to be turned, and VSM, living it large from the prior round, he's able to secure 2, and there's the third. Lucan, now one of the last remaining CTs on site towards B, has to hold this back. Here comes the Auger. Max, will his profession be auging? It's all down to him. Spams onto the first. VSM will fall. coldzera now in the 1v1. And Max, he's pushing up towards the site. Suspicious about where he could be pushed from. He has picked up the kit. Time starting to tick. That's the sound cue. coldzera fires off the warning shot, dashes out the molly, and he's got to push him. Not really much more that he can find from this. Cold with the wrap as well. Background through Monster. Taps the bomb to try and force the face. coldzera bites it, swings out. Time's going to be ridiculously tight on this one, but he's hard committing to it. He wants to get the pickup, and that is going to be the round. 9Z, they get it. It goes 9-9. The AUG saving Max. The defuse works.
Max with the spam onto coldzera towards Monster. You can see Cold's HP was so low. He goes for the jump spot, just trying to bait him out, and Max hits him with the spam in the face and gets the defuse just in the nick of time. They tie it up 9-9. The drops need to come out. The money is low for both teams. Lose this and you're broke. But Max, the in-game leader from 9Z with a massive clutch, and they're just rushing out B. He's got the P90, Leo's going in, he gets the entry. Cold with the second, the smokes and CT isolate DGT, and 00Nation with the immediate response.
He's whipped out the P90, and he is blowing them to bits. He gets the opening pick, you get the bomb site. You take it all straight away. 9Z thinking they're going to play normal CS. Instead, you got Leo running at you. Going, eat this.
The P90.
I saw it come in as they were pushing the site. I was like, what?
Unbelievable.
My man's using the P90.
P90s. When was the last time you seen a P90 in Pro CS? Like,
That's why I was so baffled. Literally not for years.
No, I'm trying to think of who there was a couple people who used to bring it out. Was Get Right one of them? Or am I just making that up? I might just be making that up. Sorry, Chris Wayam, I don't remember. But I think he was one of them. This is weird.
I mean, fair play.
It's very rare.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
If you do want something to just run in, P90's always there. You can get rid of it straight away after you get that first frag. Look at him on the entry. Oh.
Never a dull moment.
Nope.
First we have the Cube and Pit. Then we have the P90 rush.
What's next?
Dude, I don't want to know. I just want to experience it.
All gone max. He's looking for the first frag, but DGT on the boost gets 2 towards short pipe. They're making the best of the awkward buy that they've got going into this.
You can see the thought process from Cold. If they're stacked in connector, they're probably not playing in the B site, but there is 2 CTs here. It is the USP inside of the pit. He's found him, but hasn't found the kill. The nades are coming in, but there's 4 CTs rotated here now, Jack.
They're in spots to try and contend with this. The mollies are going out though, and that will hold them back. They opt to just push straight through it. Cold Zero with the fast adjustment gets one. He jumps up on top of the box and DGT hits the shot onto Molds. They're gonna go 10 to 10. They're trading rounds like they're on the schoolyard with Pokemon cards, Davey. Everybody's getting rounds.
You could see the reaction from 00Nation. Cold Zero thinks, okay, they're boosted in connector. They're probably not playing inside of the B site. They should be playing heavy for short. Heavy for short, heavy for connector. Instead, he pushes out, and by the time they get into the site, there's 4 CTs there. They Molotov into pit, but it's just a little bit too deep. And they run straight past it. The USP from Rocks, hard committing, swinging all the way across, dragging those crosshairs to allow the FAMAS to find the multi-frags. And like you said, they're trading back and forth, 10 to 10. Money's gone for the T side as well. If they don't win this round, Jack, 9Z's in full control.
Comes down to this. Try taking a speedy approach. Breezes his way through short. Scoped in, looking for the pick. No one wants to give him an opportunity to hit the initial shot. They're going to stay tucked in. Boost play as well. Cold. He'll be the one on top. Will he be buried? Oh, he hits the tag. David brought down to 47. But he's still alive. And look at the response with the utility as well. Try. Just on 18 HP. Oh, this is rough.
Yeah, the nade stack up short as he's going for the op pick, finds him. So much damage done. Max taking damage as well. Where was that? Was that on the spam? I think he spammed him while jump spotting. He's taking more damage. Rocks is down to 12 HP.
Just shooting him through the pallet.
Yeah, stop walking across that wooden pallet, man. You're just eating so many bullets. I was gonna say shrapnel, but it's not really shrapnel because it's wood.
Yeah. Well, maybe splinters.
Yeah, splinters, that's the word.
They really do hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. He's been able to splinter the push because that's the bomb drop towards toilets. He mollies it as well. They know where he is. They're going to have to clear it. What? Lucan! You can't be doing this, mate. He's fracking out on everyone. Swings on long as well. Lucan, he is a lunatic. And it's just down to VSM. He will get the adjustment off on Max, but with 18 seconds left and the bomb not within his grasp, the round will be secured by 9Z.
Lucan, absolutely massive. How he got that second frag in long bathrooms, I don't know. The player who was shooting at him doesn't know. He barely knows. He's full blind, he's spraying. You can see he just gets unblind just the tiniest little bit, and he adjusts for the headshot. The flash to bait out the shot from Try, and look at him. He's having a laugh. He's looking around like, how did I just get away with that one? Ooh.
Head in hand. He's having a giggle.
Yeah, that one got messy, but his name's not Lionel.
I can't believe that. Despicable scenes. 9Z. With the way the game was starting to go, you're thinking, oh, this could get really rough. Now, all of a sudden, they're picking up rounds. They're contending against P90s being pushed in their face. 10-11. 00Nation on the back foot. The money's not there. And this is the game that decides whether or not you're going to be here anymore. If you lose this, you're out. You're gone. Goodbye. You won't be at the RMR. This is the elimination best of 3, and we're here on Overpass. We told you it was going to be crazy, but I didn't expect this.
No, that was just unbelievable. Realistically, Lucan, I mean, the first kill, fine. He gets the first one, it happens. The fact that he gets away with that second one is absolutely ridiculous. Max almost getting caught jumping. He needs to crouch, needs help from his teammates. There's nobody nearby to help him. The Glocks can't connect. There, Lucan finally comes in, saves him from the wrath of Malbs. Gets dinked down for his trouble. 19 HP. He's trying to escape. And now he's completely isolated by himself. They double swing him with the Glocks. DGT pushes forward, and it is going to be go round. Done. Max gets the kill. Little bit of a yell from the in-game leader there. Saw a big wide open mouth. Ah, we did it.
Drop the woo.
Yeah. Glocks.
And right now it feels like 9Z are the Wu-Tang Killer Bees. They're coming at them quick. 00Nation need to protect their necks, Davey. Cold Zero, he's been the one putting his neck on the line for them. 21 kills. Started off the game like 11-0.
Yep.
Sheer scenes occurring in front of us.
Fast play towards middle. Lucan is here to react. The flashes are good though. They blind him. He continues to go forward. Needs another flash. Needs some more help. Can he get away? Can he get anything from it? Does find the first, and there's no way he multi-frags this time, Jack. It just can't be allowed. It can't happen. Instead, it's Malbs. He swings out, gets the support. That's Max down, and gets Lucan. 2 kills for him. The response is good. The response is quick. And 00Nation start this one with the advantage. They win out on the fights in mid.
Utility passed over. Here on the A site. David spotting. Trying to go for the info plays. Because they need a read on this round. Right now, they're in sheer confusion with what exactly is going down. We've got to the minute mark. 4 players up on the T side. 3 alive for 9Z. And they're going to regroup. Start to clear out towards the toilets. See if there's anyone tucked into a close angle.
They haven't found anything so far. There's 2 CTs dedicated to the A site as well, and very soon they're going to run out of time for any potential fakes, so I think it's going to get to the point where they do just have to commit to the A play. Molotov's going to come in. Counter smoke towards the front of the site. That's going to make things tricky. That's going to make things difficult. 2 CTs, they're here, they're holding hands, they're playing close. He flicks over, David gets the headshot. DGT answers back with one of his own. Coldzera now, he gets one, but it is on try, and he is dead. 9Z, the double play, holding hands by the truck, making sure they're there to help each other out. You're always stronger with your friends. And they showed that. They hold down the A site 2 versus 4. And 9Z, they're getting closer and closer. They're inching their way forward. 00Nation, the money, it's not going to be good. They're going to have to go for the eco. We see the nades being purchased from VSM. No upgraded pistol for him. One onto Coldzera. And we see 9Z actually taking the tack.
That could be them just rubbing the salt into the wound. Let that sink in, Davey. Open the door. Someone let him in. He's been outside for ages.
And look at this right here. They're both just playing on either side of the smoke. It's just such an awkward situation for the T's, right? It's like, that's just not where you're expecting to take those fights.
Passion being displayed by 9Z. 13 locked in. 2 away from having match point. An elimination point up against 00Nation. Big grouping outside of B. They're sat ready towards Monster.
Yeah, it's a 2-man Monster setup as well. The CT's on either side. The flashes, they're not going to be good. It's not going to get him. He's right on the other side of it, but Malbs with the running deagle gets the trade onto Rocks. You'd think the multi-frag was there. Instead, Malbs wants to answer back. David there, though, not going to allow him to get any more than that as DGT gets that final kill, and it is just VSM on short. He has the deagle. He needs to do something big. Nade lands right underneath his feet. He doesn't have the armor. Can he find anything? No, just a little bit of damage. But DGT with the multi-frag gets 2. Him and David 2 apiece. 14-10 now. 1 round away from match point. Staying alive in the RMR point. Potentially saving yourself the chance to qualify for major point.
So much on the line in this series, in this map. And 9Z are the side that are making it work at the minute. 00Nation. They'll be bringing the guns back out, but they will be going for the pause as well. Their last pause now being utilized. Meanwhile, over on the A stream, seems like Imperial getting into the groove of the game. 12-8 there against Party Astronauts, Davey.
Yeah, I can give you a little quick update on that one. It actually was Party Astronauts winning the CT pistol. They continued to grind it out. They lost the first gun round, and then they were able to win the next one back. So it's 12-8, but Party Astronauts slightly in control of the economy on the CT side of Inferno. So very close game over there.
Tight affair here as well. 4 rounds of difference. 00Nation won the last map 16-14, so they're no stranger to the lengthy games.
We saw a bit of feigned aggression there towards middle by the CTs. And Malbs with the quick reaction. If there's anyone in the server you'd bet on hitting that flick, hitting that shot, it is him. Very quickly flicks up, 24 HP, but finds the opening onto Max. In-game leader down, but we have seen 9Z, despite being down numbers, are able to pick up these rounds. And watch the CT rotations. Are they going to rotate over to A? They haven't rotated yet, and the nades are coming in, so it is going to be the 5 versus 3.
They're so low as well. The spam through the smoke has been leaving them broke. And that's David. Finally balancing the numbers back into a 4v4. But look at the HP disparity. They're just going to flash and push through it. Rox with the adjustment. The multi-kill of a lifetime as he sprays his way through each and every one of them. Secures match point for 9Z. 1 round away from picking this up. Shutting down Overpass and staying in the PGL Americas RMR.
And Malbs got the opening pick towards A, and they had hoped they would have pulled a rotation from the players in B, but they didn't wait long enough. 9Z, they were in the process.